Today we're going to explore some of the most powerful and transformative military technologies of our time. Technology so significant that they could define modern warfare for decades to come. Let me officially welcome you to Strategic Horizon. Here we delve into all things related to global defense, strategy, and innovation. If you find yourself intrigued by advanced weaponry, stealth aircraft, and the strategic decisions that shape our world, then you're definitely in the right place. Make sure to subscribe right now and join our growing community of curious minds. And if you're already part of the crew, be sure to give this video a like. Now, let's pull back the curtain on 5 extraordinary military technologies that are set to dominate the battlefield in 2025. As we explore these breakthroughs, keep in mind that each one has the potential to reshape strategies, influence international relations, and challenge our understanding of what warfare entails. By the time we reach the end of this journey, you might look at the world's great powers through a completely different lens. Let's begin with the dawn of hypersonic weapons. In recent years, the arms race among major powers has shifted from who can build the biggest nuclear arsenal to who can develop the fastest and most precise hypersonic missiles. These weapons can travel at speeds greater than Mach 5 and can maneuver in ways that make them extremely difficult to detect or intercept. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, which follow a more predictable arc, hypersonic weapons can shift course mid-flight, complicating any defensive measures. Several major world powers, including the United States, Russia, and China, are racing to perfect this technology. Hypersonic glide vehicles in particular can be launched into space and then glide back into the atmosphere at astonishing speeds. By 2025, these weapons won't just be prototypes. They're expected to be operational, adding a new dimension of uncertainty to conflicts. Imagine a strike capability that could deliver a powerful payload anywhere in the world in under an hour. That's the promise of hypersonic technology. It changes the conversation about reaction times, early warning systems, and the very concept of deterrence. Moving from the speed of sound to the silent sky, the second transformative technology is the rise of autonomous combat drones. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, are nothing new. However, the level of sophistication in next-generation drones is going to revolutionize their roles in warfare. Rather than simply being remote-controlled from thousands of miles away, these future UAVs will rely on advanced artificial intelligence to make critical decisions on their own. Swarm technology will allow hundreds or even thousands of drones to operate as a coordinated unit, overwhelming enemy defenses through sheer numbers, adaptability, and real-time communication. The key word here is autonomy. By 2025, we can expect some militaries to deploy drones that can not only gather intelligence and surveil enemy territories, but also engage targets independently if communication with human operators is cut off. These drones might be armed with everything from precision-guided munitions to electronic warfare devices, capable of jamming enemy communications or disabling radar installations. In short, autonomous drones will reshape the dynamics of aerial warfare, making control of the skies less dependent on expensive manned jets and more reliant on AI-driven swarms that require minimal direct human oversight. Our third major technology shifts us from the skies to the ground: exoskeleton suits and advanced soldier systems. The modern infantry soldier is increasingly reliant on technology, from night vision goggles to precision optics. But the soldier of 2025 might be practically bionic, sporting exoskeleton suits that augment strength and endurance. Imagine being able to carry heavier equipment, run faster, and endure harsh environments with far less physical strain. These suits are being developed for multiple reasons: to reduce soldier fatigue, minimize injuries, and drastically increase the amount of gear a single operator can transport. Beyond raw strength, advanced wearable technology could integrate real-time data feeds, target recognition, and biometric monitoring into a heads-up display inside a soldier's helmet. Such integration would allow infantry units to coordinate with aerial drones, ground vehicles, and command centers seamlessly. While exoskeleton prototypes exist today, they often face problems like battery life and mobility constraints. Nevertheless, improved power sources and materials are expected to evolve rapidly, and by 2025, we could very well see operational exoskeleton units deployed in specialized operations, potentially rewriting how ground forces engage and maneuver in complex environments. But what about technology that doesn't rely on kinetic force alone? Our fourth spotlight falls on directed energy weapons, such as high-energy lasers and microwave systems. Laser weapons have already been tested on naval ships to disable small boats or drones. By emitting focused beams of energy, these directed energy weapons can effectively destroy or incapacitate a target without the need for traditional ammunition. The allure is that these systems could offer limitless ammo as long as they are supplied with sufficient power. They can be extremely precise, capable of neutralizing a single incoming mortar round or missile before it ever reaches its target. One challenge, however, has been scaling up the power of these lasers and ensuring they can operate under various weather conditions. Still, the progress in battery technology, along with innovations in cooling systems, is making weaponized lasers ever more feasible. We're not at Star Wars lightsaber levels, but we are inching closer to making directed energy weapons an integral part of modern defenses. For example, a naval vessel equipped with a high-energy laser could fend off drone swarms or incoming missiles, keeping soldiers and infrastructure safe from a distance. By 2025, such systems could move beyond test phases, playing a genuine role in both offensive and defensive strategies. Finally, we can't discuss the future of warfare without touching on advanced stealth platforms, particularly next-generation fighter jets. The F-35 is already well known for its stealth capabilities and integrated software systems that give pilots unparalleled situational awareness. Yet, what's coming next will likely surpass even these cutting-edge jets. Countries worldwide are racing to develop sixth-generation fighters, incorporating not only stealth design, but also AI-assisted control, drone-loyal wingmen, and sophisticated networked weapon systems. Imagine fighter aircraft that communicate seamlessly with UAV swarms, ground forces, and naval assets in real time, making decisions collectively to dominate every aspect of the battlefield. These jets might feature adaptive engines capable of changing their heat signature or radar profile, making detection even harder for enemy forces. The emphasis on data fusion will be crucial. Pilots may also be assisted by AI co-pilots that handle routine tasks or even some tactical functions, freeing the human pilot to think strategically. And it's not just about the jets themselves. Advanced stealth bombers are also on the horizon, hinting at a future where entire aerial fleets operate under an electronic cloak, striking targets with minimal warning and overwhelming accuracy. Such platforms don't merely represent technological progress. They symbolize a shift in military doctrine toward integrating humans, AI, and machines into a single cohesive warfighting unit. Stepping back from these five technologies, hypersonic weapons, autonomous combat drones, exoskeleton soldier systems, directed energy weapons, and next-generation stealth aircraft, it's clear that we're on the cusp of a new era in military power. Each of these advancements relies heavily on breakthroughs in material science, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and power systems. We're talking about technologies that don't just match existing capabilities, but transcend them in ways that will force governments and military strategists worldwide to rethink their doctrines. The potential impact is enormous. Deterrence strategies, escalation measures, and even the concept of boots on the ground may transform as these innovations become widespread. These developments also raise critical questions about ethics, international treaties, and the risk of an escalated arms race. For instance, how do we regulate or limit the proliferation of autonomous weapons that can make lethal decisions independently? Should there be worldwide agreements, like those for nuclear weapons, that govern the research and deployment of hypersonic missiles? The line between defensive and offensive applications might blur, especially with directed energy weapons that could be used in everything from crowd control to disabling enemy satellites. As governments and international bodies scramble to keep up, the technology seems to be moving faster than diplomacy can handle. This disparity underscores the complexity of navigating the future of warfare, where policy, ethics, and technology collide. Ultimately, these top 5 military technologies are more than just hardware. They're harbingers of a paradigm shift. Militaries around the globe are recognizing that success on the 21st century battlefield depends on information superiority, rapid response, and the ability to neutralize threats before they even materialize. Whether it's a stealth bomber that slips under radar detection, an unmanned drone swarm that overwhelms defenses, or a laser system that zaps threats out of the sky, these technologies embody the next frontier of strategic thinking. And in this new frontier, the line between offense and defense is increasingly blurred, making the stakes incredibly high. Those who fail to keep pace risk losing both technological and strategic advantages. If you made it this far, you're clearly just as fascinated by these game-changing technologies as we are here at Strategic Horizon. So, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and join us for more deep dives into global defense and strategic innovation. Be sure to like this video if you found it thought-provoking and leave a comment letting us know which of these 5 technologies you believe will have the most profound impact on future warfare. Thank you so much for watching.